Western financial and payment infrastructure. You and we understand that this is all about unfair competition. There can be different pretexts to start that, and they will always find something. In our case, this is the conflict in Ukraine. This can also be the conflict in the Middle East, conflicts in Africa, or the attitude towards the LGBT community. You can find fault with anything, but the basic rationale is basically unfair competition. Another thing that undermines trust in the West is the deplorable state of their public finance. I refer to high public debt and high budget deficit. The Eurozone public debt rose to 81.7% of the GDP in 2025. The worst indicators, they are in Greece 146, Italy 137, France 115, Belgium 108%, whereas in Russia it's 16.4% only of the GDP. Well, it's floating a little bit. Yesterday I spoke about that meeting the heads of information agencies, news agencies. Some experts say it's 15.8, but the figures are incomparable. The deficit of the euro budget in 2021 stands at 3.1% of the GDP. Poland has a maximum deficit of 7.3%. Belgium has a deficit of 5.2%. France, the deficit of 5.1%. The US has 5.9%, whereas in Russia the budget deficit is 2.6%. Maybe by the end of the year it will have risen a little bit, but still it will be inferior to the budget deficit in other advanced economies. This situation is fraught with the possibility of a surge of inflation, which happened back in 2021, 2022, when just in 2 years the prices in the Eurozone and the US grew by 14%. And that means that countries of the world are decreasing their assets in the West. They're transitioning to payments in national currencies. They're making wider use of alternative payment systems, increasing the role of digital financial assets as well as the digital currencies of their central banks. Russia is mostly using national currencies in its trade contacts with our leading partners. The share of ruble in our exports stands at 65% or so almost 2/3. I would like to underscore that the world needs a modern, agile and responsible financial architecture without any risks of restrictions or barriers, rather with incentives for sovereign development. These instruments have to decrease costs, speed up settlements, increase access to funding. And of course, we have to make sure there is no tax evasion, no fraud, no money laundering. This is something that has to be in our spotlight always. Historically, the West has been seen by other countries as the source of technological development. But right now, we see some fundamental shifts in this context. Over the last 25 years, the BRICS countries have significantly increased their high-tech export. Right now, it has risen to more than 1/3 of their global supplies, which means that the global technical leadership is shifting. This is a gradual process, and yet it is already ongoing. Now, our strategic partner, China, has most patents in artificial intelligence. Incidentally, Russia also has very good, promising advancements there. Let's give a round of applause to the Vice President of the People's Republic of China, whom we would like to welcome. Another key partner of ours is India, which is one of the leading players in the IT industry. It accounts for a significant share of the global software market. Russia also ranks high in the implementation of digital platforms such as trading marketplaces, solutions in finance and urban services, healthcare, as well as education, which help improve the quality of life of our citizens in Russia and beyond, in dozens of countries where they are vying successfully with similar solutions from abroad. We're also leaders in nuclear. More than 80% of construction processes in NPPs in the world market are conducted with the participation of Rosatom, more than 80%, which is a very significant figure. We have very good engineering as well as technical groundwork in managing water and energy resources, which is gaining an increasing attention in Asia, Africa, and on the world in general. I believe colleagues participating in the panel discussion will agree with that. It is evident that the global transformation is mostly due to technical progress. Experts believe there are 3 key technologies for today and for tomorrow that are capable of transforming the lives of our citizens, how our business is being done, and how the government is operating. I refer to artificial intelligence, which allows processing big chunks of data and making the best solutions in almost all fields. Another technology is autonomous systems, which can radically increase labor productivity and transform whole industries. And third, platform-based solutions, which allow market participants to work directly in real time and autonomously to exchange information and to conclude deals. Experts and scientists believe that the countries and groups of countries that have their own set of technologies in AI, autonomous systems, and digital platforms will become centers of sovereignty in a multipolar world. Moreover, without these technologies, real sovereignty is going to be unachievable. I would like to underscore the technological base is of paramount importance to countries with big population, vast territories, and unique cultures. These countries can't act as simply consumers of solutions offered by someone else. Otherwise, they risk becoming subject to foreign control via foreign platforms. And the question is how these platforms are going to be used. So big countries, true civilizations, are facing a historical choice. Either they come up with their own platforms and technological systems, or they are relegated to the digital periphery. And one should not be laboring under any delusion. First, foreign services can be very convenient, but then, sooner or later, you will see what the price of this dependence is gonna be. Russia has learned its lesson. We saw that certain suppliers of software left the market. We saw payments blocked. We saw how politics interferes within commercial relations. That is why we're going to strengthen our critical infrastructure, and we will only cooperate and interact with those partners that honor mutual reciprocal obligations and commitments. We have this experience with the People's Republic of China for many years. China is